All right, my YouTube family. So if you notice, I'm down here in the workspace. I have some t-shirts to make, but um I have some t-shirts to make, but I just checked and I don't have enough thing. So I want to just give you an update, guys. All right, you see that it's not even properly placed back. I think these strips need to go around it. So that is what it is. Under the floor is like a tank or something. It's like a whole thing. And if you open it up, there's like um it has water under there. So when you see those things came up, so you know that we definitely the water came in. So when the water came in, that's where it runs to. It comes in and we had it's a little dark, right? Come on, light. Right, so these were a few things left on the floor here. These will be going out. The water comes in, and as it rushes in, it it came this way, and if you notice right there, we still have water. So I have to come down. If you notice, you see, I just took this shelving out. Um, so hey, come back to one. Right, so there's still a little water buildup right there, just a little, and so I need to come down. Because once the thing, I was like, so this, you see right there. I don't know if it shows that it's, my husband doesn't like, I have to come down here to get this done. So that's how the water comes in. So as it comes, it runs straight across, but we have, because of the amount of space, it doesn't get to build up, right? It doesn't get to build up. It just comes in and it just keeps running and just run right to that drain right there. That's where it goes. So this is my first day coming down since the 4th. And as you see the little strips, it looks like Danny had lifted up or something. But that's where the water goes. So my treadmill is down here, guys. I come down and do some walking. I'm not in the mood every day. I should be motivated to get up every day, but I go out and do the walking and then I come in. And once I come in, sometimes I come down and I continue walking, or I'll go in the backyard and continue walking a little bit and then come in. But sometimes it's not easy. But I am continuing onward and upward, right? And I did share that with you guys before. But there it is again. Relax. God is in charge. So I know, because when the water came in, I was going to videotape it, and my husband was like, no, you don't need to be putting all of that out there. And I understand, I don't stop people from doing what they want to do and how they want to do it, as long as they're not hurting anyone. But some things that I know, like, some things you'll hear me talk mostly about me, or if I talk about him cooking or stuff like that, I just don't push the issue. To each his own, and that's how that is. So it's our home, and so he didn't want me to publicize that we had the flood or what have you, that the flood waters came in on us too. But my neighbor didn't have a problem to share, because she said, when it's a good thing I called them, because I'm standing at the door looking and seeing, because I was videotaping the rainfall. And when I looked down and saw all the sea of water, then I I said, wait a minute, and I start calling them, because if down there is that flooded, I know the houses at the bottom has to have been flooded inside. And as it comes up, I remember the neighbor across the street that she had to throw out her washer and her dryer and she said she had a day bed thing down there made up and what have you. She had to throw everything out because the water had pushed back so high on them one year. I wasn't affected, but it affected them. So when I called out to that neighbor and she rushed down, she says no, they had done something for her, so she didn't have it didn't back up into the basement itself. But then as we were talking, she said, wait a minute, because the water was just running, it was just flooding the streets. And she said, wait a minute, I need to start bailing out some water, because this thing looks like it's going to push the water up into it's going to push the water into the underfloor. So she started bailing water out. And then once I spoke to her, then I called my neighbor that I walk with, and she also realized that, let her go check. And when she went to check, she had a lot of water down in the basement. A lot of water. So we have to take care of each other. We have to look out for each other. And when things are not going right, then we reach out and let them know. So I've been upstairs, and I actually wasn't excited. I just was sad when I came down. But then I look at the videos on TV and saw how much more people were struggling with the water. And I give thanks. And then this morning I decided to just make it down here to get these shirts done, actually, and realize that I have to go order shirts. So I do have some shirts, but it's not the sizes that I'm looking for. And I am just, I'm going to order some shirts to ship abroad, and to also give as a gift to somebody. So happy Sunday, everybody. Wake up, rise and shine, get up and walk, walk and talk. Talk about God's goodness, man, and His grace. Talk about all of that, and just give some people some hopefulness. A lot of people are stressed out. They got paid on Friday, and they can't even see today what the pay did, because today them broke as if they didn't work last week. And then they're looking now tomorrow to step out again, and all that bus fare. The salary wasn't so good. They have to get groceries, especially if they have children. And it's tough. It's not easy. And so, you know what, as I said, we have to look out for one another. Some will appreciate it and some will never. No matter how much you do, they'll never appreciate it. But some will do. Some are genuinely appreciative. And so just look out for the little kids especially, because it is the lack of resources when you're not able to do as much as you could do that allows so much abuse to happen to our children. When you don't have that extended family, kind, loving, you have some family who they're there but them put you down, and they say so much ugly things to you, that you'd rather sometimes you take the other way out and it end up hurting the children. But just pray about things and establish good connections, and just know that in time, I always say kids are growing up, so you won't be stressed out for too long because they do get older. And as they get older and become more independent, then you can have a sense of hopefulness. But just go forth and do the best you can do. If you can be good, be careful. But walk good and do good. Just wanted to share a little bit about the what took place down here, and that I'm still here. The workstation is still down here. See, Miss Bev's production is still behind me. It's still my workstation, guys. It's still my workstation. It's still my workstation. I mean, everything is on tables, so there was nothing down on the floor to get wet. But as I said, we just give thanks for all things and keep moving. The day will come when better will come. It's not going to be just like this all day, every day, but better will come. We started at a certain point and we never thought we could have grown this far, but we have. And so we know better will come, right? Don't give up hope, guys. Be hopeful, be hopeful, be hopeful. Keep that hope alive, keep that dream alive, keep hopeful. Nothing tear you down, because when inside is not good, you start getting sick and you're going to doctors upon doctors, you're spending all this money, and doctor tell you them not say nothing wrong, because what's wrong is your mental body. That's what needs to be fixed. Once you start getting stressed out, you start getting overwhelmed, you start feeling so too much, then you start getting all sort of sickness, but doctors cannot find out one thing that is wrong, because it's just that you have to kind of shift from the situation and try to be whole. You have to find that sense of peacefulness, that sense of satisfaction, that sense of contentment, because that is what makes us whole. Contentment. If you get up every day, you're stressed out. Let me tell you something, man. It's tough to be content. It's tough to feel whole. It's tough. And you're eating and it's like you're not even eating because you're not into it. And so let us free our minds. Let us not enslave ourselves with these things, but try to free our minds. Find a way where we can laugh. Find people in our lives that gives us an opportunity to laugh out loudly. It doesn't make sense sometimes you come and you do, and then you go right back into, you have 2% of mental sanity, and then you go back into 98% of garbage, of that air on your brain, on your mind, on your body, on your whole soul. I just learn to laugh out loud. Just learn to take life as it comes. And you're going to have good people in your life. You're going to have bad people. You're going to have in-between people. And then you. So just boy, me tell you, it's not easy. And it not going to get easy until we find. Because every day things, cost of living, get higher and higher. And because they figure as it gets higher, people are doing whatever, scamming, stealing, killing, and taking, and they're doing whatever in order to make it. They're selling, some people are selling their souls in order to be able to survive. And so the oppressors continue to just keep their boots in your neck, and they just keep on pressing in our necks. They just keep on pressing. Because to them it doesn't matter. They live big. Our tax dollars paved their way. Those who were lucky to rob people and and so they're living. There's no stress. Nothing phases them. But you who are living and trying to do the right thing, it's hard. But I send you love, I send you strength, and I'm hoping that there will be a better day. Take care.